October 15th, 2019. We're going to dive into Proverbs here in a moment, but I do want to uh, remind everybody that this is being done in love for God and for everybody out there, in hopes that anything I say here can be of use and help to somebody out there understand either themselves or the world a little better. So here is Proverb 15. A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge appealing, but the mouth of a fool belches out foolishness. The Lord is watching everywhere, keeping his eye on both the evil and the good. Gentle words are a tree of life. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. Only a fool despises a parent's discipline. Whoever learns from correction is wise. There is treasure in the house of the godly, but the earnings of the wicked bring trouble. The lips of the wise give good advice. The heart of a fool has none to give. The Lord detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but he delights in the prayers of the upright. The Lord detests the way of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue godliness. Whoever abandons the right path will be severely disciplined. Whoever hates correction will die. Even death and destruction hold no secrets from the Lord. How much more does he know the human heart? Mockers hate to be corrected, so they stay away from the wise. A glad heart makes a happy face. A broken heart crushes the spirit. A wise person is hungry for knowledge, while the fool feeds on trash. For the despondent, every day brings trouble. For the happy heart, life is a continual feast. Better to have little with fear of the Lord than to have great treasure and inner turmoil. A bowl of vegetables with someone you love is better than steak with someone you hate. A hot-tempered person starts fights. A cool-tempered person stops them. A lazy person's way is blocked by briars, but the path of the upright is an open highway. Sensible children bring joy to their father. Foolish children despise their mother. Foolishness brings joy to those with no sense. A sensible person stays on the right path. Plans go wrong for lack of advice. Many advisors bring success. Everyone enjoys a fitting reply. It's wonderful to say the right thing at the right time. The path of life leads upwards for the wise. They leave the grave behind. The Lord tears down the house of the proud, but he protects the property of widows. The Lord detests evil plans, but he delights in pure words. Greed brings grief to the whole family, but those who hate bribes will live. The heart of the godly thinks carefully before speaking. The mouth of the wicked overflows with evil words. The Lord is far from wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. A cheerful look brings joy to the heart. Good news makes for good health. If you listen to constructive criticism, you will be at home among the wise. If you reject discipline, you only harm yourself. But if you listen to correction, you grow in understanding. Fear of the Lord teaches wisdom. Humility precedes honor. Alright, verse 1. Though in this world seems a little counterintuitive, it works wonders. I can tell you by experience. Says, a gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. So, in this world, a lot of times you see that whoever is bigger and better is the one that wins the battle, right? That if somebody's coming at you, barking, 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 and all up in your face and very agitated, like fight fire with fire kind of sort of thing. No, this, that, and the third, this, and then the other one responds, and it just keeps on going. And I think that that's what a harsh words make tempers flare. However, if somebody's coming at you and they're saying that you're this and you're that, and then how could you have done this, or whatever the situation may be, and they're already in anger, their state of emotion is supercharged, they're angry, they're coming at you with force. It literally brings them down to answer gently, to say, to address the problem. Say they think that you cheated them out of some money or something like that, and you say, well, why would you think that? Could like, your demeanor itself brings them down as well. It's like they don't notice, like, when a person is in a state of anger, a lot of times we see red, right? We just feel the anger and we need to address the situation. We're not necessarily trying to be aggressive with the other person. So when the answer to aggression is a gentle one, that kind of like, oh, okay, hold on, it's not for all that, and it'll bring the other person down. It'll bring, and likewise, if I'm the one coming at somebody with heated up, and somebody answers me in a gentle way, asks me like what's going on, or just the tone of voice being gentle, it helps me come down. It'll help that person come down to where they're not feeling that aggression. And it's hard not to feel that aggression, because that state of being, that emotion that somebody's carrying when they're coming at you like that, you feel it. You're like, whoa, I'm being attacked, kind of, sort of, if not literally. So it takes a strong person to deflect it, to put a wall of strength, which normally comes from the above, answer gently. And it's literally like a shield that you put up against that energy that's coming at you. Verse 5. Only a fool despises a parent's discipline. Whoever learns from correction is wise. Parents definitely have their kids' best interest at heart, even if they don't know how to convey the message. So please, kids, listen to your parents. Listen to the message that they have for you. Try to have thick skin in that respect. Don't try not to answer back. It's hard a lot of times, I understand. But man, if you just listen to the message, even if they don't bring it to you in the best way. They're definitely not just saying it to be mean, rude, or controlling. They're definitely saying it because their life experience has taught them that the message that they're trying to give to you is one that'll benefit you. One that helps you understand the world better. One that helps you get ahead in life. One that uh, just makes you wiser, stronger, smarter, um, more disciplined, however you want to see it, whichever one it may be at the time. But a parent's discipline comes from a place of love ultimately. Please do your best to listen to them. How interesting is verse 8? It says, "The Lord detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but he delights in the prayers of the upright." A sacrifice is normally something given to God, and yet a prayer is normally a request from God. So it says here, pretty much, to my understanding, that God would definitely want us to just act in an upright manner and ask everything and anything. And he would prefer that much more than being a huge wicked person but sacrificing for him all the time. Offering a sacrifice, whether it be money or, well, lambs and whatnot aren't sacrificed anymore, but yeah, pretty much money is the big one. So the best example I have for that is God would prefer somebody requesting money in prayer if you're being obedient to His word and trying to do the best you can to, that journey to sainthood, versus being a wicked person who idolizes money and sacrifices, does the tithe and does like fundraisers and stuff like that, but really looking for their own gain. The verse of the day, 15: "For the despondent every day brings trouble. For the happy heart life is a continual feast." To me, it paints perspective. And I literally mean that it's talking about perspective. Because if you are in low spirits because you do not have hope, every day brings trouble. Like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Everything is a mess, everything is trouble, blah, blah, blah. It continues on like that. It's your perspective. You're only seeing the negative. However, a happy heart, life is a continual feast. Even trouble is a good thing when you have a happy heart, especially when you trust in the Lord. It's like, oh, okay, I couldn't fix that washing machine that I was supposed to today. Oh my God, what's going on? It's probably a learning lesson. I'm gonna learn more about the system and how it works. After this storm, I'm gonna have more knowledge. It's gonna be so much easier to fix other stuff in the future. Now, verse 17 can't be too hard to figure out, now can it? A bowl of vegetables with someone you love is better than steak with someone you hate. You could have the worst meal in the world in front of you, but if you're eating it in peace, if you're sharing it with somebody that you love, it's gonna taste wonderful. And yet, if you could have a filet mignon with a loaded baked potato and some whatever it is, like as a dessert right there, a cheesecake waiting for you, but somebody's like bickering in your ear, nagging you, and telling you you're not going to be able to enjoy it. That's what I hear when I read verse 17. Verse 22. Plans go wrong for lack of advice. Many advisors bring success. So, first, I hope you're not just listening to me. I hope you're searching for yourself and taking advice from others that have been there ahead of you. And that's what brings success. Listening to people that have been there before you, that could tell you by experience how and when and why things went wrong for them. And to finish off the day, verse 32. If you reject discipline, you only harm yourself. But if you listen to correction, you grow in understanding. That's pretty simple. You really do only hurt yourself when you reject discipline. It's you don't push yourself, you don't try to be better. You don't listen to the people that are trying to help you out, even though they might be doing it in a way that's not too great, hurts the feelings or hurts you physically. But if you don't listen to correction, you won't grow in understanding. You'll only grow in hate, because you'll see that person as somebody trying to control you or harm you, hurt you, instead of it being a perspective of them trying to make you better and prepare you for life, because life is kind of tough. There are a whole bunch of sayings. Life's hard, get a helmet. Life's hard and then you die. Life's hard and then um, so many more things. So please, look for yourself, seek some advice, allow Jesus to be your guide, and have a blessed night.